January 17th. Thank you so much for everybody joining on Zoom and also here present at the table. We're going to start off with the first PowerPoint presentation, which is just an introduction to the Lofts at Hollywood Station. This PowerPoint presentation is just going to give you an overview of what we've done in 2022, and also it's going to lead in what will come for 2023. After my presentation has been completed, then I will go to Mr. Joseph Shaban from Shaban Engineering. He will talk about the construction and also the garage concrete restoration project that we are looking to do for 2023. If there is any questions, please wait until the end of Joseph's presentation to ask your questions. And then we will have the board speak and then adjourn the meeting, okay? Now, in the PowerPoint presentation that you will see, and for those of you on Zoom, you will get this after the meeting. 2022 has been a very significant year of number of improvements, which has enhanced the value of ownership across the property. A few major enhancements that are fully completed are new hallway cameras on each floor have been installed for greater resident safety. We have also done new lighting in all common areas of the hallways. This has helped reduce costs on electricity as far as buying light bulbs and replacing balances in the common areas. We also did new hallway construction painting to be uniform in one color to be aesthetically pleasing. On the third page, you'll find our 2022 projects to be continued, which is a new dial box system to improve resident safety and ease of access. And also we have done the front door and window glass tinting. Now on the next page, you're going to find what is to come in 2023. So what these engineering improvements that Joseph will be speaking about mean to the Lofts at Hollywood Station. This will mean potentially a renovated lobby, upgraded floors on elevators, exterior paint job, reconstructed stucco that the building is in need, power washing the building, which is a big one, planters, aesthetics, and elevator landings from 2 to 5, garage repairs, foundational repairs, mezzanine level repair and renovation, Dixie Highway facade aesthetic renovation, stairwell concrete repair on the north and south side of the stairwell, new exterior building color, replacement of roof AC unit for the common area hallways, and to be determined will be the common area hallways carpet replacement and exterior landscaping upgrades, which will be determined by the board of directors. In closing, we're happy to be working together towards the constant improvement of our community at the Lofts at Hollywood Station, and as always, the board and the management office is always here for you if you have any questions. I will now direct the meeting over to Joseph Shaban from Shaban Engineering, and he will present his PowerPoint presentation, which is the second pamphlet that you will see, and I will send that to you as well. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joseph. I'm from Shaban Engineering. Just to give you a background, we did inspections. Actually, I'm a licensed PE in the state of Florida. I have dual degrees in engineering and law. We've been doing inspections on this building and the garage for the past since 2021. So let me just go through the presentation outline. We did the inspections and evaluation for structural integrity, cracks, damaged concrete, stucco, water infiltration, and any and all other structural defects that we see that needs to be repaired and or replaced or upgraded. So we went through the building and the garage structures. We did the staircase, 2 of them, north and south, the balconies, 88 of them, and mezzanine and terrace patios, and the concrete and the rails, as well as the stucco walls, roof, parapet wall, recommendation, and conclusion. So going down the presentation, I'll go through each one specifically. This is, as you can see in your PowerPoint printout, it's just an overview of the building. It's like a U-shaped with the, it's a 5-story, and there's a first floor units on the east side of the building adjacent to the Dixie Highway. So at the beginning we did the building and garage. So we did the settlement, aging, and thermal cracks evaluation. which we walked throughout the entire garage. We looked at the slabs, concrete, walls, columns, the ceiling for cracks and signs of water intrusion. And we detected there was cracking, visible cracks at the exterior and interior of the garage, mainly in the ceiling and the slabs. Also, we did the balconies and wall stucco inspections when we found several issues, cracking, delaminated stucco. The balconies had, sloping issues. We tapped each balcony. We found several cracks, delamination, and then the garage deck, and also near the windows in the corners, we found issues with the sealant, caulking, and water intrusion. So I have two pictures here just to illustrate photo 1 and 2, which photo 1 shows the garage interior. We have found some spalling, rebar exposed in the slab, mainly in the ceiling where the planters are above. So what happened is the water was leaking through the planters into the pipe, and the pipe had holes around the perimeter of the collar. So that caused concrete to delaminate and rust the rebars, causing cracks. So this is one area, and that was repeated at several locations. Also, we found cracks along the ceiling of the garage, cracks on the floor, on the walls. We tapped the stucco walls, and we found delaminated hollow areas where we need to fix. Then, let's see. And then continuing on the building and garage, prior stucco, there was some repairs, but not much. There was spalling and delamination throughout. And we have reports indicating exactly where those issues are we found, and photographs documenting those structural issues. Again, cracks, water intrusion. If you can see on this page, I think it's page number 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 photos which I extracted from, just to give you an example from some of the reports that we did. Photo number 3 shows diagonal hairline crack at the concrete wall propagating north to the south at the exterior wall, staircase number 1. Now, staircase number 1, number 2, which is south and north, they have extensive plaster damage and water intruded everywhere. So not only there's a structural issue, but there's also water seeping from the roof and below the roof exit door. And at each level there's intrusion throughout the structure because there's no waterproofing on the exterior of the wall, combined with cracking and then holes around doors from the roof. So the water just precipitates and falls down through the entire staircase, causing not only structural damage, but potential somebody, slipping and falling and injuring themselves as an access, using the staircase. But also, it's repeated, on page number 4, photo 4, 5, 5, and 6. Also some issues with cracking, delamination. There's an area on photo 5 where we found
a gap.
A gap, right? Yeah, a gap, and between the edge and the concrete, and it's obvious. There are structural problems because of the aging and structural expansion and structural issues that we need to take care of. And if we don't, then it will exacerbate and become worse over time. Not only, it's going to be worse, but it will cost more, and the cracks and the gaps will be wider, which will allow the water to go inside the garage and cause more problems in the future. So it's an ongoing problem that will exacerbate over time, in essence. So moving right along, now the balconies, as you can see on this page, edge spalling, which means that the concrete separated from the main structure, because mainly the rebar, when it rusts, it expands 6 times its size, causing the concrete to crack and spall away and break away. And we found a lot of issues, like on this example, on this picture here, you can see the rebar exposed and rusted. 50% it's gone. They need to cut it, repair, either remove and replace this bar to maintain the integrity of these balconies. We checked each balcony, of course, elevation and sloping. Some balconies, they have good slope, some balconies have no slope, some balconies have negative slope. Negative slope means instead of the balcony having positive drainage to the outside of the balcony edge, it has negative, so the water is going towards the sliding door. That will, eventually will go inside the unit, causing problems and water intrusion and mold and so forth. And then rail, we checked every rail, every bolt. Some bolts are okay, most of them are fine. Some are corroded, but not to the point of significant damage, to the point of unsafe, rail. And then here we also show some more pictures of the corrosion and spalling in this picture here at one balcony towards the sliding door, actually, where there's a big hole there. So, post anchors, improper slope, potential unsafe condition, cracked deck, and possibly concrete may, break away and fall to the first floor, causing, potential hazard to pedestrians. Again, same thing. We noticed a lot of balconies, they have planks like wood, simulated wood, artificial turf, tiles. Our recommendation really is to remove